Dewas, a small town in western Madhya Pradesh, is the setting for this story. Dewas and the Malwa region it sits in used to be like countless such places across India. Men went out and earned a living, and women stayed at home, doing what was prescribed by tradition and reinforced by prejudice. In 2010, Tata International decided to turn this unequal equation on its head. That was when the company began the process of putting in place a workforce comprising mostly women at its shoemaking factory in Dewas. Tata International cast itself as catalyst in a transformation that has enabled these women to overcome age-old taboos and restrictions, to support themselves and their families, to lead more fulfilling lives. There are more than 800 women today on the Tata International shop floor in Dewas. The majority of them come from deprived, backward communities and a culture where working outside their homes and fields was an alien concept. Not anymore. Tata International was certain it could provide the women from Dewas and its neighboring areas the opportunity to change their destiny. It was also certain that when it comes to crafting footwear, women are more productive than men.
Worldwide in the labor-intensive trade such as footwear, women are employed. There are 3 reasons for it. Number one, sense of quality is much better than men. Second, they have much more patience. They are much more patient than men. And third is the dexterity.
There was a multitude of challenges that Tata International had to cope with to get its women factory workers up to speed in fashioning footwear that would compare in quality to the best produced globally.
The challenges were many, when we started. The first and foremost challenge is Dewas doesn't have a history of shoemaking. Yes, we had a tannery, and then we are away from the cluster. So we knew the challenges what we could face. That is number one. It's challenge number one. To we chose export markets, so to encourage customers from the Western world, like Europe and US, you need to have something unique in Dewas. So that was very clear in our mind when we started creating the Dewas. That's challenge number one. The second challenge is we decided that we will employ predominantly women, and women working in Madhya Pradesh is a taboo, and that too in Dewas is a taboo. The third challenge is the skilling. We don't have people with skill sets, and we have to train them from scratch, from zero base.
The women workers have been exposed to a different world since joining the workforce, through training programs, social initiatives, and even visits to the company's overseas factories.
In Madhya Pradesh or in Indore, we don't have any institute wherein the footwear manufacturing or shoe upper stitching is being taught, maybe in some ITI or in some polytechnic institute. We don't have any institute nearby. So all these workers are trained by Tata International only in last 5-6 years.
मैं टाटा कंपनी में जॉब करके बहुत खुश हूँ। मैंने कभी सपने में भी नहीं सोचा था कि मैं कंपनी के अंदर आऊँगी, काम करूँगी। बल्कि मैं सबसे पहले स्टार्टिंग में हम लड़कियों को भर्ती करा था, उसमें मेरा 40 लड़कियों में नाम आया था। मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि मेरी 40 लड़कियों में मेरा भी नाम आया।
मैं आने के बाद मेरे अंदर एक आत्मविश्वास जागृत हुआ है, जिस तरह मैं अभी थोड़े दिन पहले चेन्नई विजिट भी गई थी। वहाँ पर भी बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला, बहुत कुछ देखने को मिला। तभी मैं घर आई तो मैंने अपने मोहल्ले में अपने यहाँ पर सबको रिश्तेदार वगैरह को बताया कि मैं वहाँ चेन्नई गई थी। सबने बहुत खुश हुए।
टाटा इंटरनेशनल द्वारा चाइना का ऑफर मिला, मैं विदेश गई। जब हम चाइना गए, वहाँ पर हमने बहुत कुछ सीखा, जैसे डिसिप्लिन, सेफ्टी, वहाँ का काम करने का तरीका, टाइम मैनेजमेंट.
There's more that these women gain from Tata International than employment and salaries. The company has supported them in matters such as health and hygiene, in setting up creches for their children, and in funding their education.
I organize different activities for them, different cultural activity, sports activity, so that they can improve themselves. We focus on their health because they all are from the rural. They don't have awareness about their health, what is the personal hygiene is requirement. is required.
यहाँ पे सेफ्टी के सारे नियमों का पालन किया जाता है, जैसे कि हमारे यहाँ किसी की भी तबीयत खराब होती है, हम डायरेक्ट मतलब सेफ्टी ऑफिसर को फोन लगाते हैं, वहाँ से फिर उनको यहाँ से लड़कियों को एम्बुलेंस ले जाते हैं, एम्बुलेंस रेफर किया जाता है।
बच्चों के लिए झूला घर भी खोला गया। पहले हमको बच्चों को इधर उधर कहीं भी छोड़ना पड़ता था दूसरे झूला घर में, वो कैसा रखती हैं कैसा नहीं रखती हैं। यहाँ बच्चों को हम बहुत अच्छे से रखते हैं।
For all the social commitment that Tata International had at heart when establishing itself in Dewas, the company has been just as focused on turning the facility into a center of excellence in footwear manufacturing.
Improvement is too much compared to last 2 years. In production, in quality as per standards is more or less still now 70-75% quality is okay. Yes, you want to improve a little bit more. We have condition, this plan have condition for achieve this 90-95% as per standard quality.
We trained them over a period of 1 or 2 years to bring them to a level of productivity, so they can produce a world-class shoes like this. This type of cluster building in central India will create a footwear cluster in Dewas.
Dewas is a labor of love as much as a business of investment and return for Tata International. In a small but significant way, Tata International's efforts in Dewas shine a light on how such empowerment can be realized. And for the women who have been lifted by such wholehearted backing, their smiles say it all.